Vietnam vet and Medal of Honor recipient John F. Baker. Baker saved the lives of 8 of his comrades, taking out 6 Viet Cong machine gun bunkers and killing a total of 10 enemy soldiers. At 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighing a mere 105 pounds, Sergeant Baker certainly qualifies as a giant killer. He was also the recipient of the Silver Star, Bronze Star, and Purple Heart. Born in Iowa, John Baker Jr. made up for his diminutive stature by building up his physique and training for the Olympic team in gymnastics. Baker, however, wanted to serve his country first, and after high school he tried to join the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps turned him down due to height requirements, and Baker, undeterred, offered his services to the Army. The Army accepted him, and Baker proved his worth by easily exceeding every physical requirement he was challenged with during basic training. Only a few short months after completing basic training, 19-year-old Baker was shipped off to Vietnam with the 25th Infantry Division. As a private first class, Baker and his company went out in the jungles for weeks at a time on combat patrols. Due to his size, Baker was tasked with tunnel rat duty and crawled through the dangerous and claustrophobic Viet Cong tunnels. Alone and armed with only a revolver, a bayonet, flashlight and several explosives, Baker many times courageously crawled through the hellish enemy tunnels. Only 2 months into his tour, on November 5, 1966, he and his company were sent to rescue another unit that had been surrounded by the enemy near Dao Tiang, close to the Cambodian border. About 3,000 enemy soldiers had taken positions in the surrounding jungle, hiding in underground bunkers and roping themselves high up in tree branches. While en route to the stricken unit, the jungle erupted into blistering enemy fire as Baker's platoon was ambushed. The point man was instantly killed as the rest of the soldiers hit the dirt looking for cover. As an assistant machine gun bearer at the time, Baker quickly moved to the front of the group, and, with the help of another soldier, knocked out 2 enemy bunkers. During the attack, the other soldier was killed in action. Baker then killed 4 enemy snipers before carrying his mortal wounded comrade away from the fighting. Baker immediately returned to the fighting and was knocked off his feet by an enemy grenade. He quickly recovered and scrambled forward to his men. For the next 2 hours, Baker made repeated trips through blistering fire to evacuate several of his wounded comrades and replenish their ammunition. After being the recipient of the Medal of Honor, Sergeant Baker traveled the country serving as an Army recruiter. In 1989, Master Sergeant John Baker Jr. retired from the military. At the age of 66, Master Sergeant John F. Baker Jr. sadly died on January 20, 2012 in Columbia, South Carolina. Colonel Drew Mayoraj, commander of the 193rd Infantry Brigade, met Baker for the first time when he came to visit his soldiers before deploying to Iraq. The two men quickly became friends. "I had to be the person to coordinate this memorial service for John Baker," Mayoraj said. 5'2" John Baker was a giant amongst men. Once you got to know him, you realized he's exactly the giant we expect to see on the battlefield. He was larger than life. To read John Baker's full story and learn about more incredible war heroes and their heart-stopping stories, please check out the book, Giant Killers, War Heroes, and Special Forces Legends. Available now on Amazon as a paperback and ebook. God bless Sergeant John Baker. And God bless our vets.